A heartbroken man has revealed how he discovered his wife's 18-month affair in the most unlikely way, through their bedroom fan. The husband explained he and his wife had been married for more than 17 years and he never suspected she was cheating. Admitting they've had minor bumps in their relationship and things have been distant during the coronavirus pandemic as he works in the medical field, he said he thought their marriage was still tight. That is, until he went to change the filter on the high-tech Dyson fan in their bedroom and discovered something terrible. The fancy home gadget pairs with an app that lets users access certain functions, so when Seamus went to change the filter, he grabbed his wife's phone to update a few settings on the fan. He noticed she had put a password on her phone and was planning to ask what had prompted that when a Snapchat notification popped up on his wife's phone. My stomach dropped immediately as I read the small tag, "I'll bring the special toy," it said. My mind just stopped functioning. She asked what was the matter, after I guess several minutes of me just sitting and staring at the bedroom fan. Explaining his wife was gearing up to go on an interstate business trip the following week, Seamus started putting the pieces together quickly. Not wanting to let her know what he had seen, Seamus told her he was getting info about the IP and router linked to the fan on her phone. Then, after his wife went to bed, he went to his laptop, where his wife was still signed into Facebook, and began to do some digging. "I've been up all night reading her chats," he confessed, adding that he also accessed her texts. There are at least 15,000 that date back to February of last year. Messages, memes, flirty pics, and some X-rated ones too. Revealing the messages stopped 3 months ago, Seamus assumed his wife must have moved her affair to Snapchat, as the app was more discreet. He was right. He was able to access his wife's Snapchat profile and discovered that just a few nights prior, he had been lying in bed with his wife, while she was sending dirty messages to another man right beside him. "I desperately want this to be a bad dream. She's said terrible things about me. She's told him my insecurities. She's told him I love you," Seamus revealed. "She's literally throwing away our life for this. She knows cheating is an absolute deal breaker for me." What's worse, Seamus discovered the other man was his wife's younger co-worker, who had a spouse and 3 children of his own. At a loss for what to do, Seamus considered confronting his wife or the other man, but instead called a divorce lawyer to set up a meeting. In a later update, he revealed the lawyer talked him out of a dramatic confrontation with his wife or following her to the hotel where she was meeting her affair partner, both things Seamus had considered. Instead, he waited for her to come home and told her he knew about the affair and was filing for divorce, at which point his wife cried and pleaded that she could explain, but she couldn't. Though his wife tried to make excuses for her mistake, Seamus said he was done with their marriage after her betrayal. The dramatic story had Reddit users horrified, with hundreds of people flooding the comments with messages of support and advice for the devastated husband. Many advised him to cut contact with his soon-to-be ex-wife outside of legal meetings, and others told him to kick her out of the home they shared. Several suggested he also reveal the affair to the wife of the other man, or tell their family and friends his wife's infidelity was the reason the marriage would be ending. But the overwhelming response to the situation was blunt, and could be summed up in one user's comment: "Your wife is the worst."